Good morning, students. So now we discuss with you another very easy topic of chemistry, that is chemical equations. So if we write A plus B which forms C, here in the left hand side they are called reactants, and this right hand side they are called products. But in chemistry, if the equations are not balanced, you will get 0 in examination. So suppose we deal some equations like C plus O2 CO2. 1C reacts with 1 mole of oxygen, there is 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, so it is a balanced equation. But if we write like C plus O carbon monoxide with lower temperature is given here, what we see here, 1 mole of carbon reacts with 1 mole of oxygen, and here is 1 mole of carbon monoxide. But here is 1 carbon, but here is 2 oxygen, and here is 1 oxygen. It is against conservation of mass law. In chemical equation, we have to prevent conservation of mass law. So what we can do? 2 oxygens, here we write 2. But there is 2 carbons, here is 1 carbon. For balancing it, we write 2 carbons. Now that is a balanced equation. Okay, so 2 moles of carbons reacts with 1 moles of oxygen, given the product of 2 mole of carbon monoxide. Clear? So our next equation is when nitrogen reacts with hydrogen with proper pressure and temperature, it gives ammonia. You know that ammonia is a gas, and this process is called Wbbse process. It is basically used in only industry. Okay, so don't try it at home. So here these two are reactants, and that is the product. So what we see here, in left hand side there are reactants, and in right hand they are products. So what we see, 1 mole of nitrogen present here, 1 mole of hydrogen present here, and 1 mole of ammonia is formed. But it is not a balanced equation. To balance it, what we can do, here is 2 nitrogen, here is 1 nitrogen. So we write here 2. But for hydrogen it is 2, but here it is 3, 6 number. So what we write here in this left hand side, to conservation of mass law, 3. So in left hand side there is 6 hydrogen, 2 nitrogen, and in this right hand side there is 2 nitrogen and 6 hydrogen presents. Most easiest reaction is water formation. So what we see here, it is this reactants, it is the product. Hydrogen and oxygen react with each other, giving the product water. Here in the left hand side, what we see, hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 2. And in the right hand side, hydrogen is now 2, but oxygen is 1. So to balance it, at first what we do? We write here 2. So here in this equation oxygen is balanced now, 2 2. But in this left hand side there are 4 hydrogen. In the right hand side there are 4 hydrogen, but in the left hand side, reactant side, there are 2 hydrogen. So to balance it, we write here 2. Now in this left hand side there are 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen, and in the right hand side there are 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygen. So conservation of mass law, here we can't prevent it, it is as it is. So this is a balanced equation. Okay, and other one, what we have to understand is hydrogen. Some equations, if you look like, it is like that. What is its meaning? G means gas, L means liquid, and S means solid. It is their physical state. Okay, so hydrogen gas reacts with oxygen gas, giving the product of water. Water is not gas, water is liquid, so it is L. It's like that. Our next equation is, what we call it? It is methane, and reacts with oxygen, giving the product of carbon dioxide and water. So these two are reactants and these two are products. So methane is a gas, oxygen is a gas, carbon dioxide gas, water is liquid as their physical state. So in the left hand side, what we see, there are 4 hydrogens present, and in the right hand side, hydrogen present, 2 hydrogens are present. So what we can do? Just put it 2 here. Now in the right hand side there are 4 oxygens, 2 here and 2 here. So number of oxygen is 4, and here the number of oxygen in the left hand side is 2. So what we do? So here is 4 oxygen, here is 4 oxygen, here is 1 carbon, here is 1 carbon, here is 4 hydrogens, and here is 4 hydrogens. So it is its balanced equation. Okay, so 1 mole of methane reacts with 2 mole of oxygen gas, giving the product of 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water. So when nitrogen gas reacts with oxygen gas, giving the product of nitrous oxide. Now in this left hand side, what we see, number of nitrogen is 2, number of oxygen is 2, but in the right, so when nitrogen gas reacts with oxygen gas, giving the product of nitrous oxide, white colored gas. But here these are these reactants, and this is product. But in this case, in left hand side, what we see, there are 2 nitrogens and 2 oxygens. But in the right hand side, you see number of nitrogen is 1, number of oxygen is 1. So to balance it, what we can do? Just so here 2 nitrogen, 2 oxygen in left hand side. Just like mathematics, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Here we established. Zinc reacts with, what is H2SO4? It is sulfuric acid. The product is zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Now see, in the left hand side, number of zinc is 1. In the right hand side, number of zinc is 1. In the left hand side, number of hydrogen is 2. In the right hand side, number of hydrogen is 2. In the left hand side, number of sulfur is 1. In the right hand side, number of sulfur is 1. In the left hand side, number of oxygen is 4. In the right hand side, number of oxygen is 4. So it is a balanced equation. So to see a equation, it does not mean it is unbalanced or anything. You have to write down like this, and if LHS is satisfied, RHS left hand side to right hand side, it is a total balanced equation. Thank you. If you have another question, next class we have to discuss it.